Welcome to the final Power Maths lesson in our problem solving and efficient methods unit. Today we're looking at problems with multiple steps that use all of the four operations we've looked at in year 2. So addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Let's get going with our Flashback 4 to get us started. So here's today's Flashback 4. Have a go at this, click pause now and then click play when you're ready to go through the answers. Question 1 then, what is 40 divided by 10? And the answer is 4. Question 2, divide 40 by 5. And so your answer is 8. Question 3, how much money altogether? Well, we've got 5 pence here and we've got 8 of them. So 8 times 5, that's 40 pence altogether. And question 4, find the difference between 100 and 65. And your answer is 35. Let's move on and have a look at today's Power Maths lesson. Okay, here's our Discover for today. So you can see we've got somebody here who is packing apples into bags and boxes. The bags take 2 apples and the boxes take 5 apples. And question 1 today says how many apples are there altogether in bags and boxes? And part B says Emily has 25 apples to put into boxes. Each box can hold 5 apples. 3 boxes are filled. How many apples are left? So while you're doing this, discover some things to think about. Can you work all of this out in one go, or do you need to do it in steps? And could you draw a bar model to help you? So have a go at the discover, click pause and then click play when you want to share and talk about the answers together. Let's have a think about today's Waltz and Wilfs and then share the answers. So our Walt today, to solve problems using all 4 operations. So that's addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And our Wilfs, this is step by step how we can approach these problems today. Firstly, to represent the problem. Secondly, to discover what calculations need to take place during each step. And lastly, to solve each calculation one step at a time. Let's talk about the questions you've just had a go at then. So the first part said, how many apples are there altogether in bags and boxes? Have a look over here. First, we're going to break the problem down. We can't work out bags and boxes together because there's a different amount in the bags compared to the boxes. So we've started off with the bags. There are 6 bags of 2 apples. And can you see how we've represented that with a bar? We've got 6 times 2. And we've completed that calculation. 6 times 2 equals 12 apples altogether. So that's how many are in the bags. Now we've got another step. We need to work out how many are in the boxes. Now there are 2 boxes. You can see them down in the picture there. And each has got 5 apples. So again, we've represented that as a bar. 5 in this box, 5 in that box. And 2 boxes of 5 apples, or 2 times 5 equals 10 apples. So we've worked out each part of this calculation, but we were asked to find out how many apples are there altogether in the bags and the boxes. So we need to find the sum of our 2 answers. We need to add them together. So there were 12 in the bags, add 10 in the boxes equals 22 apples altogether. And you can see that a column method has been used to work that out, or you could do that in your head. Part B. We know that Emily has 25 apples. We know that each box can hold 5 and that 3 of them are filled. And we're trying to work out how many apples left. Now take a look at how we've represented that problem, because that's 4 sentences of information and it can sometimes be a bit difficult to keep it all in your head. So representing it can be a really helpful way to help you think about what's going on. So we know that altogether she's got 25 apples that she needs to put in boxes. And each box, there they are, can have 5, and she's filled 3 of them. So you can see in the representation we've got 25 as our total. She's filled 3 boxes with 5, and then the rest of the boxes she's got to fill to get to 25 is represented here. So we can work this out step by step. So far, she's filled 3, and we can work out how many apples that is altogether. 5, 10, 15, or 3 times 5 is 15 apples. Now we need to work out how many apples are left. So by doing 25, take away 15, we know that there are 10 apples left. The other way you could show that is 25, take away 5, another 5, take away another 5, and that will give you 10. So there are 10 apples left for her to pack. Let's think together. So you can watch me do the first one, we'll have a go at number 2 together, and then you can have a go at number 3 by yourself. So you can see that we've got some rice here, and we've got big bags of rice that cost £10 and small bags of rice that cost £2. How much does the rice cost in total? So all of this rice here, how much does it cost in total? Now, things to consider when I'm working this problem out. What do I need to know first? What can I draw, or how can I represent my calculations? And then at the end, I need to check that I've answered the question. Because I've got big and small bags, I'm going to start off working out how much the big bags cost, because these are £10. I can draw this in a bar model really easily, 3 lots of 10, and I could write that as a calculation. 3 times 10 equals 30. I could even just count up in tens, 10, 20, 30. That's a simple way of doing it. So that's how much the big bags cost. What about the little ones? Well, these are £2 each, so I could just count up in twos, can't I? 2, 4, 6, 8. And you can see I've represented that in a bar again. 4 groups of 2, or 4 times 2 equals 8. Now remember, I was asked how much does the rice cost in total? It's important now I've worked out each bit to just check what I'm being asked to do. How much does the rice cost in total? So I need to add all of them together. So 30 add 8 equals 38. So the total cost of the rice is £38. Let's have a go at question 2. Mantis has £20. How much money does he have left after buying 2 small bags of rice? Now, you can see here that we've represented the problem really nicely. Here's the £20 that Mantis has, and he's buying 2 small bags of rice, which we know cost £2. We need to work out how much money he has left. So first, let's work out how much he's spent on the 2 small bags of rice. Have a go. Click pause. How much has he spent on those 2 bags of rice? Did you get it? It's a nice straightforward calculation. 2 times 2 equals 4. You can even just add them together. 2 and 2 more makes 4. Now we know that Mantis has spent £4, we're ready to work out how much he has left over. So 20 take away 4 gives us our answer. If you can do that in your head, great. If not, click pause, have a go, and then click play when you have your answer. Shall we see? 20 take away 4, of course, equals 16. If you use your number bonds there, you know that a 6 and a 4 makes 10, so 16 add 4 makes 20. So Mantis has got £16 left. That's the missing part. Okay, time for you to have a go by yourself. This time, Liam has a £20 note and a £10 note. He buys these bags of rice. How many small bags of rice can he buy with the change? Now let's just take a quick look what Astrid and Dexter are saying. Astrid says she's going to draw a bar model to help with this, and Dexter thinks that there are 3 different calculations that he needs to do. So have a go at this question. I've started you off with just a few things that are helpful. So Liam has got £30 and 1 bag of rice is £10. So have a go from that point answering this question. Click pause and then click play when you're ready to go through it. Ready to go through it then? Let's have a go. So Liam's got £30 and we know that 1 bag of rice is £10. But Liam buys 2 bags, doesn't he? So we need to do £10 times 2 is £20. So 2 bags of rice is £20. Now we're ready to start really getting into the problem. We need to know how many small bags of rice he can buy with the change from this purchase. But we need to know how much change he's going to get. So let's represent this in a bar model. He's got £30 and he spends £20 on his 2 bags of rice. Now we need to know, well, how much change is he going to get? Well, 30 take away 20 gives us 10. So Liam has £10 change. Now we're not finished yet, are we? Because we now need to work out how many small bags of rice he can buy with the change. Well, we know that small bags cost £2. So if Liam has £10 and he's going to buy small bags of rice that cost £2, how many can he buy? Well, if we count up in twos, £2, £4, £6, £8, £10. If he buys 5 bags of rice, here they are represented in this bar model, he will have spent £10. So Liam can buy 5 bags of rice with the change that he gets from spending the money on the first 2 bags of rice. Well done for giving that a really good go. Even if you didn't quite get that, hopefully you can see now the different steps that we had to work through. And by writing things down and representing them, we've helped work through this question really methodically and make sure that we don't miss anything out. Time for you to have a go in your practice book. Today you're working on page 53. Click pause here, have a go in your practice book, and then click play for an extension question afterwards. Well done on having a go in your practice book. Let's have a look at one final extension question today. So in this question, apples cost 50p, oranges cost less than apples, and my statement is with a £2 coin, I can buy 3 apples and 1 orange. True or false? Click pause, have a go, remember all the things you've been practicing this lesson, and then click play when you're ready to check your answer. Ready to check your answer then? It's true. Let's have a look how we can work this out. So we've got £2 to spend, and we need to know whether we can buy 3 apples and 1 orange. Well, let's start off with the apples because we know how much they cost. And we're being told that we can buy 3 apples. So we've added them in here. 50p, add another 50p, add another 50p. That's how much 3 apples is. Now, we've been told that oranges cost less than apples. We don't know exactly how much an orange costs. All we know is that it's less than an apple. So, a good way to approach this problem is to think, how much is the most that an orange can cost? Because we need to be sure that even if an orange is as expensive as it can be, we can still afford it. And the most that an orange can cost is 49p. Because we know that oranges are less than apples. If it cost any more, then it would be the same as or more than an apple. So this is the most expensive an orange can be. Now, if we add up all of these parts now, we'll find that we get £1.99. An easy way to work that out, because that seems like it could be quite a tricky calculation, is just to imagine that we're doing 4 lots of 50 and then take away 1. So with an orange as expensive as it can be at 49p, we've still got enough to buy all of them because we've got £2 and that would only cost £1.99p. Now that was a bit of a tricky question because you had to really think about how you could use the bar model and how you could think about how much oranges cost to work this question out. Whether you got it right or wrong, really well done on having a go, and we'll finish our lesson there. Well done on today, and well done for finishing this unit. For some of you it's been a really tricky one, and I know lots of people have been working really hard and using all of the things that they've learned in year 2 to help them out. So well done. I'll see you back again tomorrow for the first lesson in our time unit. See you then.